Yo, it's your boy Brenbox here, and these are my Fortnite settings, and I'm gonna just go through them with you, and why I've chosen them, and the main ones out here, which are like my controller sensitivity, X and Y and stuff, and I have them pretty high, and the reason for that is basically because I want to be able to aim a lot quicker and just like be able to do sudden movements a lot faster and stuff. And then same with my controller targeting sensitivity, it's kind of like I'm starting to like put it up higher and stuff and just like trying to get it down and stuff. And then my scope, just like, it doesn't really matter what way your scope is anyway, because like unless you're like really into your sniping, and then my build sensitivity is 1.65, and you know, like everyone has their own custom building sensitivity, so obviously don't mess with that, and just like, because obviously there's like a multiplier between your X and Y sensitivity with your building sensitivity, and then your editing sensitivity and stuff. And then I have my inverted off, and then my other things on and stuff. And then my Xboxone, I have it down to 0.30 because I don't know, I just like, I want the screen in more when it comes to like gaming, because I've been doing that since like, you know, the BO2 days anyway. You know, I've always had like, you know, where you had the arrows and stuff and you just like have them all the way in, and just like you could see it a lot closer and stuff, so I have it like that. And then other stuff is standard, you know, hidden matchmaking off and HUD scale, I have that at 1. I tried changing that around 0.90 and 1.10, but I just couldn't, I didn't like it. So, and then I have my FPS on since that's come out, and then my spectator count is on as well. And then the mark danger when targeting, I have that on as well. So, and then when it comes to sprint by default, I have that on because that's to do with my editing, honestly. So because I have my editing a specific way, and then my sprints cancel reload because you don't want to be running and then having to accidentally reload and stuff. And tap to search interact, I have that on, so when you land on a chest you can just like, it's just easier to honestly open the chest stuff. Toggle targeting is off, and then reset building is on. Yeah, that's all standard and stuff. Aim assist on. Edit mode aim assist I have off for the reason that, you know, you don't need edit mode aim assist on because it makes it harder to edit and stuff. Your turbo building obviously has to definitely be on because that's just a must if anyone's spamming you with the drum gun in season 9. Turbo delay and creative and all the rest of them, they're just all common. And then my auto run is off. The amount of times I just ran off the map with auto run on by accident, so have that off. And then auto material change I have on because, you know, you never know when you're gonna run out of mats on your wood, and then you have to like pull out your, you know, your builds and then having to switch yourself when you can just get the game to do it yourself. You know, it's all good. And then auto pick up weapons I have off because you could be running through a pile of loot, you know what I mean, and then accidentally pick up like a pistol because of the auto pickup. It's happened to me before. And then I have Builder Pro immediately on because I play, you know, Builder Pro, so and then my edit the whole time I have at 1.10. I did originally have it at, you know, 0 basically, and that kind of just like, it was too fast at editing. So, and then my vibration I have off because it just, I don't know, it just messes with my concentration, I feel. And then when it comes down to it, I have my brightness at 0.50. Just, I don't know, I've had it at 0.50 on most games, and I don't know, you can change your brightness to whatever you really want. I mean, it doesn't have to be 0.50 in all fairness. I mean, it's like whatever you want. And then my music volume, I have that low because you don't need it. Just have your sound effects all the way up. That's just the main thing. And your cinematics volumes, there's like grenades and stuff, so you can hear them from different distances and different areas a lot more clear. And then the toggles, they're not really too important, you know. Like they're just like whatever, like if you want subtitles on or voice chat on, you can have that and stuff. So, and then I can't say that word, but I have that setting on recently because the pros have it on and stuff. And obviously I know I'm not pro, but it's easier to see basically into the storm having that on, and it makes it just like easier if you're in them end situations to like see people in the storm, or if you're in the storm and like people are just like shooting at you, you'll be able to see them a lot clearer through the storm. And it's been proven online from Reddit users and stuff. And then these are my actual controls, and the main thing that I have changed is edit. I have edit on left stick, and the reason for that is just because it feels the most comfortable. I used to have it on right on the D-pad, and I used to have it left on the D-pad, and just like loads of different ways, you know what I mean. I used to have the old one where it was like you held B and everything to open the edit, but it's just, I've just changed it now and stuff, and that's mainly what's changed on that as far as I know, when it comes to it. And then oh yeah, and I also have switch mode on, because you can have like switch mode build and stuff, but like that's, you know, everyone has that now. And then for the build controls, I've switched up my right stick, and I have that for trap placement and stuff. So let's say someone jumps into my box, I can literally just like basically do a 90 and literally just like spam my right stick, and it'll instantly place traps everywhere because it's easier than the other trap button. And then I also have my X unbound as well, so I've just switched that up as well. That's like the main thing that I've changed around my build controls. I might end up changing other things as well. Oh yeah, and I have changed materials on left on the D-pad, so that's, yeah, you know. The rest is just standard build controls. It's just, and you need auto run to auto sprint or whatever it's called to make sure this all works. And then this is the main thing with my edit controls. On the far right side of the screen, I have the RT and RB, and I have select and reset, and it's so much easier. Like, and then I have left stick also to confirm as well. So it's just, you can do it all in such a quick motion, and it's just way easier to like do, honestly. Once you get it down at the start, I thought I was a little bit slow, but honestly I was always slow at editing. But now that I've kind of got it down and I've practiced in creative mode and stuff, it's like much better, much easier, much more fluid. I'm starting to get it down, and I'm starting to see a lot more improvements in my gameplay and stuff, you know what I mean? And that's all that matters, isn't it? It's about just like getting better at the game and just making yourself perform better in the long run, you know? Especially if you want to compete or do any, you know, tournaments. My dead zones, I did have a 0.20 on both sides, but I recently put them down 0.18 to just, as again, have them swifter movements. It's like if you want to do double ramp, double wall, or anything like that, any kind of swift movements, quick edits or anything, it just makes it that bit easier. And yeah, that's mainly all my settings, you know. So thanks guys, I hope you subscribe and turn on post notifications, and yeah, I've really enjoyed this, and it's my first time doing this, so I hope everyone enjoys. Have a good day.